are such an asshole.
I feel like turd flinging monkey because there's people now, they're not Mexicans. Mexicans interrupt turd flinging monkey's program over on BitChute.com if you want to tune into him. There it is. Yeah, do you hear that? It's a white guy though, but they decided to do some landscaping at 6:15 p.m. today, apparently, because I don't know why we couldn't do that at noon, but they're doing it now. But Cabby's got to get the work in when Cabby's got to get the work in at assholeconsulting.com, where the factory of consultation to all you fatherless men never ends because, well, we don't need dads, right? Right? Oh, God, this is a long one. Hey, Aaron, I have another request for you. I read your book, The Book of Numbers, recently. It's a great book. It should be required reading in schools. Yes, The Book of Numbers. Go get it on the internet. Things, buy me stuff, crap, whatever. Anyways, I recently turned 33. Would like to find a woman to settle down with. I've lived in various cities in the United States and realized that my chances of finding a long-term relationship quality woman without any major deal breakers isn't fat, doesn't have another man's kid, doesn't put career or politics first in life, etc. Sad those are deal breakers, but they are slim. I have no problems finding short-term flings, but anything long-term is a challenge in the era of smartphones and social media. However, I had great experiences while dating and living abroad in Mexico and South Korea. Dating in those countries was much simpler than in the United States, and the women were more pleasant to deal with than American women. Of course, I will continue to approach American women while in the United States. Well, you don't have a choice while you're here. But I don't see any future long-term prospects here, as you stated in your book. Career-wise, I am a software developer who lost my remote job last summer due to COVID. Currently freelancing on a part-time basis as needed. I have 1.5 years of savings. Oh, where are all the good men reliable? Oh, you don't want reliable. You want hot and douchebag. Okay, there you go. 100% debt-free. Oh, horrors. What a scumbag you are. Still receiving money from the government. How do you get what? Job hunting has been an absolute hell this past year, but if the economy picks up by the summer, my plan is to find a remote job in the coming months that will allow me to live in these countries. Ideally, I pick a country to live in for 6 months to a year, which I think would be enough time to find a partner. No, man. You're going to find a partner when you find a partner, all right? Don't be like, oh, don't be a chick. At this time, from 31 and a half to 32, I will find my husband and he will impregnate me with 3.7 children. Doesn't work that way. You'll find the girl when you do. Pick a country. This would probably happen sometime next year when the COVID restrictions worldwide are gone for good. Obviously, Mexico would be the easier choice because of its proximity to the United States and a relaxed visa situation. The majority downside to Mexican women is that obesity is a big problem there, and finding a thin woman is a challenge. Well, you just tell, okay, I'll be honest with you. You just tell them right up front, what's your height? You do some math right in front of them. If you ever go above this weight, I'm leaving you. I'm finding another chick to fuck. Until you get below this weight, then I will continue to fuck you. South Korea, on the other hand, is a more developed and safer country with plenty of attractive women, but cultural differences could be an issue. Yeah, I've never been there, but I'm getting the impression it's like the Switzerland of Asia, where it's a library and everything is very quiet and clean, and you and I would get in trouble. Not even because we're trying to like be reprobates or vagabonds or so I'm looking at philanderers, womanizers. I think we just get in trouble because I sneeze to my left when I should have sneezed to my right. Sneezing to the left means you're insulting the emperor, and then you get 30 canings. I know it's not that bad in South Korea, but South Korea seems a very bleach. That's what I think. What would you explain South Korea? Bleach? Like no germs are allowed, and I am too American-y, too germy for South Korea. I would offend somebody. I feel bad about it, but I was like, South Korea. I don't think I'd jive with South Korea. Oil and water, essentially. In the past, requests to myself and others, you've talked about sending money back home in regards to dating women in second world countries. Let me offer a counterpoint and say that this isn't as prevalent as you may think. Digital nomads like myself and others typically live in upper middle income class areas because we can afford to. As a result, we tend to date women from those upper middle class areas who have good jobs, are well educated, well traveled, and speak fluent English. Well, that's good. I mean, it's good, but did the feminist virus come with all that crap? Unless you're venturing out into the slums, none of that sending money back home applies. Well, that's a good bit of that's a very bravo. Thank you very much for that good bit of news. There you guys go. Applies, and it certainly didn't apply in my experience. Well, that is a good bit of information for me to know going forward. I can tell future soldiers in the field about that. Please let me know what you think of my plan. Regards, Alex. I like it. Why? I mean, what's wrong with it? How old are you? You're 33. You're just now entering your prime years. You were unemployed. You are unemployed. Yeah, no, man. I like your plan. I like your plan a lot. As with anything, I wouldn't have any expectations, but I think the United States has probably beaten that into you. I wish you the best in Mexico or South Korea or whatever country you go to. Maybe you find some traditional women of a middle income, higher upper income type that are expecting you to send money back home. And I think Dennis Prager put it back. He has no expectations, none. So when something good happens, you're surprised. I think that's a good policy to approach here, whether you're dating in the United States or foreign. In the United States, I mean, if you've lived in the United States as a man in the past, like God almighty, 40 years, within the past 40 years, I'm not saying you had to live 40 years. Like if you lived here in the past 10 years post-pubescence, you've had your expectations completely destroyed. You're like, okay, I get it. All right. You hate us. I got it. I got the memo. You don't need me. You don't want me. I'm scum. I'm a piece of shit. I'm oppressing you. Patriarchy. Got it. All right, fine. Then you can go to a foreign country. I'm not saying it's going to be the panacea and all happiness and joy over there either. It's not going to be a James Bond movie where, oh, meet the Bond. You know, it's like where is it where they turn him Japanese? That was a stretch. But it's not like you go over there and it's going to be a cakewalk either. But the report from this field, the guy says, oh, they're actually traditional if they come from upper middle income, and you know, you're not going after the slum dwellers, apparently, as you say. No, I like your plan, because what are you going to do? Come here in the United States, go fish in a toxic waste dump and hope you don't find a 3-eye fish? Absolutely. Go overseas. I'm not against it. I by all means. And the main reason I recommend you go overseas has nothing to do even with the girls. This is what we'll experience a different culture. Don't waste your life here. Just make darn sure you find the right girl. No green card. Your name is Jack Napier. You live in Holland? No, he lives in Denmark. He lives in Finland. And give him false names. And then just see how they play it out there. No, I like your idea. You've been there. You've dated these girls, obviously. So I have no problem with it. All right, any super chats? No super chats. Look at that. All right, see you guys later.